functioning human being.
Hey,
God,
man,
we're live.
so do I. What's going on, folks? It is 8 o'clock on a Tuesday, and we are live. We are live.
You are looking live. The
weather
sold out. Mount Airfield.
Take it easy, Frank. The weather has been spectacular. Frank is giddy.
Oh yeah,
he was
pumped.
sitting on the lawn at the local university,
Right in the student union.
picking up chicks.
Nope.
Going, hey,
I'm
hey,
not Fonzie.
Hey, to all the hot, pretty girls. I did not. I was inside, toiling away.
You're also like 28.
Well, I'm 33, but that's neither here nor there. I lowered the top button. I don't know if it's a good look, but given the weather that we've had, which is about 80 degrees here in Morgantown,
shirt. I'm wearing a Hawaiian shirt, baby.
Honestly, I might go 3. No, we don't.
I'm gonna get loose.
We're gonna go 2.
We're French. This is a French show.
Maybe we're getting a little ahead of ourselves.
We're Greek.
It is technically still the winter. I'll tell you, this is a bacon neck collar. This is a bad looking collar right now.
Yeah, me too.
Yikes. Well,
shirtless in February.
Ladies and gentlemen, I digress. We appreciate you coming in and looking at us, watching our faces talk. I'm looking at our stream right now.
Yeah, this is funny.
We have one viewer. We have the Twitch chat up now because people asked, hey, why don't you talk to us on the Twitch channel? That's kind of the whole point of Twitch. And I said, yeah, okay, you're right. Our producer, Adam White, who is, I believe, wearing his invisibility cloak, he said, you gotta watch the stream. Comment with the folks. However, it seems that we are only catering to one person right now. So that's okay. That's okay.
I don't know if I like being able to see who's watching me. It was better whenever, like,
there's a mystery,
after
right?
the show, we got like, hey, how many did we get tonight?
Hey, you got a dozen. Whoa, that's crazy.
You got 300.
Whoa, that's crazy.
You got 1.
Yeah, we have 1.
Oh.
And guess who that one person is? It's us watching our own
it's us
stream.
watching, yeah.
Fucking sad. That's all right. That's all right.
No big deal, because we go on the YouTube.
Humble beginnings. Humble beginnings.
The
You're
YouTube.
exactly right, Franklin. When we aren't streaming live, we are also the next day on the YouTube. We are on the YouTube. YouTube.com/Matt Caridi. That is where you can find this show if you didn't catch it, or if you didn't care to catch it, and then you do the next day. That's where you can find it. Otherwise, we are on twitch.tv/live at 8, spelled out all the words, every Tuesday and Thursday. With that said, we got a hell of a show for you today. Big news day. Big news day. Speaking of big news. Big news, Frank.
Real news?
Well, this is the news you haven't heard, and it isn't fake. It is real news that you haven't heard. Our top story tonight, 2 small boys go one on top of the other's shoulders. They get a trench coat. They try to see Black Panther. Does it work, Frank?
I hope it did.
I hope it did too. I guess we'll find out shortly. We'll also learn about an American who stole the thumb off of a terracotta warrior.
What is that?
If you're familiar with China.
Oh, is that those concrete guys? Is that those concrete guys?
An entire army of terracotta soldiers that I do believe a dynasty. What are they called? An emperor? I think an emperor built one for the afterlife. So you die with all of your terracotta pot people, and then they become real people in the second life. Wouldn't it be interesting to believe that sort of thing? Well, I hope someone tried to steal it.
I want to get a picture of it.
Because
I always think those dudes are cool looking.
They are super cool, and I'm sure there will be a picture in
our
article. Anyway, someone stole a thumb. Will the Chinese let them go, or will it be a ball situation where they say, all right, fine. Trump said you're fine, you can go.
No, it's China, and these guys aren't famous.
Well, these guys aren't big
cutting
ballers.
off their thumb.
They're not big ballers. So
they're small ballers.
Stealing a thumb
small ballers.
If you're a small baller.
I'm a big baller. I love Big Baller Brand.
Let's not even start with that. I hate big baller. Can I get my 1?
Tell Donald Trump to have a happy Thanksgiving. Because Big Baller is...
I hate Big Baller. I hate Big Baller everything. I hate all of the balls. All the Ball brothers.
I love them all. I watch
especially the Ball dad.
LeVar.
The biggest ball of all. I don't like him.
Stay in your lane.
That's all. After the ball situation,
we
will learn about an 88-year-old Korean war vet in Britain who beat up 5 people wielding knives in order to save a woman.
Oh, wow.
How did he fare? Is he still alive? And how bad did he beat the shit out of those 5 hooligans? Great questions, Frank. Great questions that will be answered.
Fantastic.
An Italian family on a Carnival cruise beat the hell, speaking of beating the hell out of, that's our theme of the day, getting the hell beat out of you.
Oh, good deal.
An entire family of Italian cruise goers on a Carnival cruise that was out of Australia and then came back to Australia. You know,
Che cosa?
They caused pandemonium on the ship, and ended up beating the shit out of a ton of the people. They just caused literally riots, and we have video of that. If that doesn't make sense to you, but we'll get into it.
Was it your uncle or
no? The Caridis were not a part of this one.
Okay.
We have, however, caused some discomfort for some cruise goers in the past.
Yeah.
Essentially, we don't like certain people.
They knock off cruise ships.
We don't like rich people having money that we don't have. And that's all I'm going to say about that. A 72-year-old man tried to kill a 74-year-old woman who was his roommate but not wife because he couldn't pay the electric bill, so he thought,
I'll kill her.
Get rid of her.
Yeah.
Get rid of her.
Life insurance. He probably had a life insurance policy on her.
The Italians on the cruise ship would probably like that thought process and that plan of action.
We got a lot of good stories.
And finally, we're going to round out. We're going to round out the news with China. With China. Back to China. Today is China Day and beat the shit out of someone else day.
Correct.
China wages war on funeral strippers.
Please make it noted, producer Adam, that I would like strippers at my funeral. Thank you.
Well, the Chinese don't particularly like it. And they're asking that everyone stop it. However, I'm interested in these funeral strippers, and we'll get into it. So with that said...
I got a lot of good stuff in my brain already. I'm excited.
Our first story of the night, which is a lighthearted one. I thought we'd start lighthearted, like a fresh breeze on a summer's day in February, which we had today.
Shirtless in February.
2 kids try tall man trick to sneak into Black Panther movie.
Oldest trick in the book. Love it.
Look at that shit. Let's look at them. First of all, by playing it, yeah, okay, I'll take your cookies to Twitter.
We got an ad?
I don't want Twitter's cookies, but I'll take it.
What?
There he is.
Look at that guy.
So these two kids did the old upsy-doozy, the old up-a-doo, the old howdy-doody, the old 1-2 skip-a-roo. And they did not get in. We'll just get right into it. They did not get in. Who on earth would let this monstrosity in? I mean, how tall is that guy?
That's a mega person. That's 22 feet tall.
Nah, I think you might be a little... No, I think that's 9 feet. I'll give it 9.
That's at least...
What do you think, Adam? 9 feet? Adam says he can't do math. Adam says he's incapable of math. Fair. 2 kids eager to see the Marvel Black Panther movie, which apparently is unbelievable, except it's to my roommate, who is a contrarian. These 2 kids reached into their creative pockets to receive a discounted price for admission over the weekend, and it's a decision that went viral. Twitter user Pillsbury, how the hell did he lock down Pillsbury?
How did he?
I digress. Posted a video Friday showing himself and another friend disguised as a tall man.
Can we scroll down and see the at name?
You know the disguise where 2 kids stand on top of one with a large trench coat with some sort of hat. They resemble a large man.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Pillsbury's his name, but his real name is Steve Likes Cups. Also a good name.
These California kids terrify me because they're so original with their memes.
They are. But they have no substance, Frank.
Right, but they got money to blow.
They weren't born, bred, and forged in the Appalachian Mountains.
Money to blow. California kids scare me.
That's what happened. They didn't get in. The managers did not let them in. This is from Pillsbury, one of the boys. I don't know if he was the head or the butt. But Pillsbury
seems like the brains of the operation.
Yeah, he's probably the head. Ooh, I don't get it. We tried getting the 2...
He's the head, so he's the brains.
Yeah, but we tried getting the 2-for-1 special at Black Panther, said Pillsbury. The manager was not having it, which is interesting. I was under the impression that they weren't old enough to see the movie. Now, I don't know if it's a PG or PG-13. I'm going to guess it's a PG. So all they were doing is trying to save money.
Yeah.
Which is an inauthentic use of what we see here as the old 2-man special, the old 2-for-1, the old steal one. What was it? Take one, get one free. Yeah, I
love this.
They didn't need to do this. They just did it to be some funny dudes.
I love this.
It is pretty funny. They went viral, and I've never seen that in real life. I've only seen it in the Fairly
cartoons.
Odd Parents or the like.
Oh my gosh, this is perfect. I love this one.
That's an interesting look into.
Good on them. Good on them.
We're going to get to our next story now. our next story. But before that,
checking on the viewer count.
Check on the viewer count. What do we got? Ooh, 4 people. Hey,
woo!
For the 3 people that aren't us, we'd love to give you something or do anything for you. How's your lawn? Do you need a cut? He'll go cut it for you.
Need some yellow legal pads?
Do you need your homework done? Keep watching because he'll do your homework if you stay on for another 2 minutes.
Kiss Frank. Oh,
we're desperate. Kiss Frank. Oh, that's Adam is now saying kiss Frank.
We are talking to ourselves.
We're talking to ourselves in our Twitch chat.
This does not look good.
This is how I wanted to spend my Tuesday.
On a Tuesday.
It literally is. Our next story. An American is charged with stealing.
Here we go.
A terracotta warrior's thumb.
New York Times.
Let's take a look at this. This is from the Times, so you know it's not fake. No, I don't want to buy it, Times. Ad closed. Stop seeing this ad. Was it inappropriate? Yeah, it was inappropriate. Thank you. I hate ads. All right. An American is charged with stealing a terracotta warrior's thumb. It's from Austin Ramsey, my cousin.
Oh, yeah.
No, he's not. A man has been charged with the theft after apparently breaking off the thumb. There's your problem. Of a terracotta statue. The one statue.
Just the single statue.
4.5 million, Frank.
Sheesh.
4.5 million. He said, yeah, I'll take it.
How much is the thumb worth? 100,000?
What's that? The thumb?
Yeah. I mean, the statue's worth 4.5 million altogether. So that means the thumb has got to be at least $200,000.
The last time I bought a thumb, it was $300.
Where'd you get yours?
A black market.
I got mine at Big Lots. I got like $20.
They don't sell thumbs. Don't bullshit. What? Adam called us a racist. I digress. The warrior was a symbol of martial strength, molded from terracotta and buried more than 2,000 years ago.
Wait, so he's not concrete?
Shut up. With China's first emperor to defend him in the afterlife. He's made of terracotta, which is made of pot.
Oh, I thought these was concrete dudes.
No, they're not.
That's probably why I haven't been able to find anything on Google, because I like seeing these dudes like in the tomb, and I type in like Chinese concrete soldiers and nothing comes up.
Terracotta.
Well, now I know.
It's like clay made into a pot. The statue is helpless, however, against a man in a green sweater and a Phillies hat, fucking Phillies fans, who, the authorities say, snuck into
Go Phillies.
A closed-off area during a party at the Franklin Institute in Philadelphia. By the way, this wasn't in China. This was in Philadelphia, but it was a Chinese statue.
Philadelphia city.
And he stole his thumb. He literally took it off the exhibit guy, stole it.
It's like Night at the Museum. This guy's going to wake up without a thumb.
The man, and this is not a joke, who was attending the museum's after-hours ugly sweater party on December 21st, Winter solstice. He entered the Terracotta Warrior exhibition room and used his cell phone's flashlight to view the displays. Then, according to an affidavit by Jacob B. Archer, a special agent assigned to the FBI's art crime team.
Heck yes.
Why is that not a show yet?
How do I get
Archer's cousin, the art crime thief team.
Art
FBI
crime team.
I'm too excited today.
I want to be a part of that.
The man put his arm around the statue and took a selfie before stealing the thumb. He grabbed the left hand of the statue, which is valued again at $4.5 million, and broke its thumb off. Taking the piece with him, he left with friends for his home bar in Bardell, whatever that means. Bardell. Mr. Rohana, who is 24, was charged last week with theft of an artwork from a museum, concealment of the artwork, and interstate transportation of stolen goods. They got him on everything they could.
Threw the book at him.
They threw the whole book at him, and it was a heavy book. He's facing jail time, as one might expect, and the Chinese are pissed.
Royally pissed.
They angered the Chinese. The fact that he was just some frickin' Philly guy steals the thumb.
Go Birds!
Yeah, go Birds. Go Birds. Go to hell, Bird. No. He's a Phillies fan. He's not a Birds fan. I'm sure
he's a Birds fan. He's a green sweater.
Yeah, no, I understand.
Birds.
It was an ugly sweater party.
Let's go Birds.
We call on the American side to severely punish the person who committed this destruction, says the Chinese, and theft of mankind's cultural heritage. This was from a man who was a member of the Communist Party in China. They want
China stuff.
They want to give him the worst possible punishment for stealing the thumb.
Was that like hard labor?
In China, it's a hell of a lot more in China than it is in the United States. Hard. What?
Did you hear that?
Yeah, there was something outside the door. Believe it or not, people are outside. In the world at large. You're screwing me up, Frank. You're screwing me up.
When I come back to the car and it's broken into because I saw it looked like somebody was living in the car that I was parked beside.
Yeah, no, we have some live-ins. There are some live-ins in the parking lot.
Well, whenever my car gets broken into,
they're vagrants. They're not going to steal from your car. All due respect, they won't steal from your car. Your car isn't one that says, "Ooh, there's valuable stuff in there." Your car is like, "Oh, you know."
I like my car. It gets me from point A to point B, but don't ask it to take you to C.
It's cute in a maybe they'll repaint it one day.
Ask Honda.
Maybe it'll survive the winter.
Yeah, Honda. You guys jip me. Next story.
Next story. The Chinese will not get the hard labor for that gentleman that I'm sure that they would like to see. Not to stereotype the Chinese, but they come down hard on people.
They're coming down hard.
Let's hope, for this gentleman's sake, not quite as hard as the Chinese would like to see. Let's go to a more interesting story.
A lighthearted story.
From across the pond. It's not lighthearted.
Never mind.
A hero, military, veteran.
Look at that guy.
His name is John Nixon? His name is John Nixon. He is 88 years old, and he declares that fear is not in my dictionary. Fear is not in my dictionary.
That's right.
As he saves a woman from 5, count it 5.
Who is not
count it 5.
in my dictionary.
Knife-wielding robbers. Having trouble talking today.
Is this in England?
This is from across the pond.
Michael Caine?
You can tell by the way that they did their... well, actually, no, that's American. An 88-year-old
Never mind then.
has been praised for extraordinary bravery after fighting off a gang of 5 robbers to rescue a woman. John Nixon, a widower, respect, told the Evening Standard he trained as a commando in the Caridi Depot in the Highlands in the 1940s and fought in the Korean War. In fighting off the gang, he was cut in the head and on his hands after he karate chopped one of the knife-wielding attackers to the ground in Kentish Town, northwest London.
North London.
Oh yeah, Kentish Town.
North London,
That's
Derby.
like, it's near Kent. It's like Kentish Town.
Tottenham, Arsenal, North London.
He fought off 5 of them. This is a picture of him after. No worse for wear. No worse for wear. Look at him.
Guy's busted up.
He's having a brew.
What is that, a pint?
He takes down 5 guys, probably a quarter of his age, and he's having a brew.
Karate chopped. I love that. I would love to see that strike.
That is literally classic.
I want to see that strike.
Classic. In old war movies, like the Manchurian Candidate.
Oh, yeah, just...
from the 60s. If they get behind you and it's like a silent strike, it's not... No. They karate chop. Do you stab him in the neck and pull it out and kill him? No. Do you punch him in the kidney and then strangle? No. You give him a karate chop and they're down. He literally did it in real life. And he stopped him. Look at his guard in this image. Look at this gentleman's guard.
Am I doing it right?
He's literally ready. He's 88.
Go on, son. You want to go? I'll give it you. Go
That's
on.
how I'm going to start fighting now. They're going to say, oh, you pussy. Oh, you pussy. Let's go. Let's go.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm going to karate chop you. Karate chop you.
You want some?
You fucking want some, mate?
You want some? I'll give it you. Come on. Mate. Come on. He
stopped them dead in their tracks. My initial thoughts were to divert their attention away from the girl who was screaming. I shouted, "Hey, leave her alone!" I can't do a good British. I can do a palm.
Oh, you leave her alone.
That was pretty. We'll accept that. We'll accept that. But they turned on me, says John Nixon, the guy who fought off the 5. We'll take your money instead. They said, very, very on the nose.
Oh yeah,
robbers.
We'll take your money instead.
Very good. Very good.
I want to know what a British gang is like.
Bunch of wieners. I bet.
They're like, oh yeah, we're gonna leave you
Don't
down
even have guns.
the street with your pants around your ankles.
So he says, we'll take your money instead. And then I say, this is John Nixon speaking, no, you don't. Kids this age are full of bravado, you see. They weren't expecting a surprise.
Oh my gosh.
My training kicked in.
He blacked out.
I landed a blow to his neck, which rendered him semi-conscious.
He knocked him unconscious with one blow.
Think about how bad it would hurt to get a karate chop in the right side of your neck where your artery is.
Right in the neck.
Oh, man. Semi-conscious. I disabled one, but another one pulled out a knife, so I had to try and deal with him too. Speaking of his bravery, Mr. Nixon added, fear is not in my dictionary.
Fear is not in my
That
dictionary.
is all I have to say about that. That's
Good on you.
No arrests have been made.
Good on you, mate.
So they got the shit kicked out of them by an old man. I guess that's all they needed. There's the long arm of the law for you. Freaking awesome. Love old people.
Love them.
Love old people. I am an old person.
Yeah.
Stuck in a young man's body.
That's right, because that time machine, you're stuck here forever.
It is a curse. I've been alive for 106 62 years.
You don't
in
look
May.
a day over 200.
In May. Yep. I like this a lot. Next story. I will never be that guy. That guy's a bad ass. Carnival, the cruise line, Frank.
Hate him.
They're probing all aspects of a cruise ship brawl. Let's get right into the video.
Melbourne, Australia.
This is the shocking violence aboard a Carnival Cruise Legend ship.
Oh, man, we got video. Oh, sweet, we can play video.
We have a YouTube video.
YouTube.
Okay, what do we got? So you got the zoom and you got a security guard running in.
All right, you see these guys, Melbourne, Australia.
You're doing an Australian voice. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. You're going to rough them up a bit, go down the
Now, there's an all-out brawl going on. And I like the woman in the miniskirt. She at first tried to walk by, then she got a little frightened, and then she's laughing.
In the blue?
No.
Oh, this chick behind the pole.
The tall, blonde lady. And now you can see this dense gentleman with the board shorts. He's getting in there.
He's going at it.
He's getting in there.
Look at that.
That was that 80-year-old British man. He'd kick his ass.
We got a knockdown.
The captain says I'm out.
Captain is not going.
Don't see it. Don't need it.
He's not going out with a ship.
The
security
guard doesn't know. She tries to stop the video. Can't stop the video. Don't stop the video. Yeah. It's going on. This looks like Jersey Shore is what this reminds me of.
Yo, I miss Jersey Shore. Yo,
so
Paulie D. Oh, did you see the captain?
Yes.
He delivered a swift kick.
Now the security guards are coming in. They are kicking the gentleman.
They're kicking board shorts.
Honestly, soft
board shorts
kicks.
Is down.
Soft kicks. Stomp the ground. Don't kick it like it's a
I saw two foreign guys fight in the street. This is exactly what it looked like. Just a bunch of kicking.
Yeah, just a bunch of bullshit. So that is just a microcosm of what was happening on this cruise ship.
It's amazing.
Just a microcosm. Okay.
Do we know why?
Well, let's say...
No, they don't even know why.
Let me just give you the story. Okay. Carnival Cruise Line has said all aspects of a series of incidents on a South Pacific cruise that was interrupted by brawls will be investigated, including the response of security personnel, whom some passengers say made matters worse by using heavy-handed tactics. The violence was apparently caused by a 23-member family.
Sheesh.
They were rolling deep.
The Italians do roll deep. It's all about family for the Italians.
23-member family.
That's why I wish I was Italian.
Who threw punches at other passengers. Okay.
Family first.
Some of the passengers said they locked themselves in their cabins to escape 3 days of violence.
What?
3 days of violence.
It was an all-out, like...
I told you that video was a microcosm.
It was a war of attrition.
Yes, exactly.
We just throwing bodies out there.
It arrived home to port on Saturday in Melbourne.
Melbourne.
I can't do a very good voice.
Did he say that sucked?
Yeah, Adam said my voice sucks. I'll stop, Adam. I'll stop. Okay. Just take off the invisibility cloak. I don't know where you are. Police said that they were investigating the incident, and the operator apologized for the disruptive behavior by the group that was removed from the cruise liner. The big Italian family, in quotes, spent days attacking Australians aboard the ship.
Just random people? They're just roughing them up?
With people getting strangled and punched up. Passenger Lisa Bolitho told reporters.
Did they get the last name of the family?
No. But one passenger told this network that,
the mob is back, folks.
Take it easy, Frank. They told them that the brawl was a bloodbath. So there was blood. Very violent. They were full-on attacks, she said.
Sheesh! Look at that.
She also questioned the ship's management.
See that ship?
Quoting the captain as saying, and this is no joke, the captain said, "What do you want me to do about it? Throw him overboard?"
Yep.
That's it. That's all he gave him.
Got
3
him.
days of violence. People are just getting their shit kicked out of them by a 23-member family, a big Italian family. I'm familiar with a big Italian family.
Usual.
We can be dangerous. We can be dangerous.
Yeah, you guys are scary.
We're just drunk off wine. We're full of pasta, so we don't run out of energy. We just always are carved up, you know what I mean?
Dean Martin in the background.
And then after that, an espresso, so we're just lit up again.
Woo!
We don't stop is what I'm trying to say. And these Italians did not stop either.
How many days a week do you eat biscotti? Biscotti?
2.
Really?
Yeah, the weekends.
I like a good biscotti. I like the chocolate in the bottom.
That's the best.
Yeah.
That's the best. Aside from the biscotti, I'm sure that they were just drunk as shit. And for whatever reason, they caused this violence. And the captain didn't know what to do with them.
Jim Gaffigan.
I would suggest, if I could insert my 2 cents, throw them in the brig.
Oh, they have brigs? That's
throw them in the brig. I don't know. Probably.
Make them walk
There's got to be a jail on a Carnival cruise ship. There's 3 casinos. There's
got to be a jail.
2 titty bars in every Carnival ship, if you know where to go.
You got to throw them. You got to make them walk the plank. Put the sword at their back and make them walk the plank.
Especially Italians. The only way to stop an Italian, and you know this, Frank.
Of course.
Make them walk the plank.
They cannot swim.
How did the Carthaginians? Carthaginians? The folks of Carthage. How did they stop the Italians, the Romans? How'd they do it?
Made them walk the plank.
Walk the plank. And then, of course, their ground got burnt and salted. But that's a different story. That's a different story.
Day.
Don't go on a cruise ship and beat people up.
Don't go a cruise ship at all.
Just don't. I'm not made for the cruise ship life. I'm not made for the cruise ship life. I can only eat so much, drink so much, and I guess gamble so much.
Although, if someone would invite me, I would be the member of a pirate crew. I will be.
You're too soft to be a
I think pirates are cool. I want to be a pirate. There, that's the finish sentence.
Just play Sea of Thieves instead.
What is Sea of Thieves?
It's a new game on the Xbox.
Is it free like Fortnite?
It's currently in beta. And you basically are a pirate. It's not free. It's not free.
Then I'm not getting it.
Okay. I'm not telling you got to buy it. I'm just saying if you want to live out your dream as being a pirate, buy the freaking game.
I want to sing pirate songs and be a pirate lord one day. Grow my hair out.
I don't think you understand what pirating is all about.
Swashbuckling and drinking and
we'll get back to pirates.
Having fun.
We'll get back to pirates.
Going from port to port.
We'll get back to pirates here, and today I learned.
All right.
Our next segment after the news, we will get to that. I got a thing that I learned about Blackbeard today.
What about him?
We gotta wait. We gotta do it in the segment. If we don't have segments, what do we have? No order.
We got him this
We're
thing
just
about
going to be
pirates.
a 23-member family on a Carnival cruise ship. Crazy.
This is now a pirate-themed show.
That's our sub-theme is pirating.
We love pirates.
I love pirates.
And the Pittsburgh Pirates.
I love pirates, just not Italian.
We could be the first Italian pirates.
You're not Italian.
I could be.
Next story.
Italians and Jews, same department, different division.
That's true. that I can agree with. I'm mistaken for a Jew probably 8 times out of 10. Police, this is a news story. Police, 72-year-old man tried to kill a 74-year-old roommate over an electric bill.
That's what we like.
Okay.
Old murder.
There he is right there.
Guy.
It's a bad-looking guy.
He got jacked up. That's a nice copper pot.
Investigators in Tigard, Oregon.
Orgeron.
Well, how do you say that, Adam? He doesn't know. 72-year-old man tried to kill his 74-year-old roommate all over the electric bill. The victim, Charlotte Simmons, told Fox 12 she's on a fixed income and needed a little help paying the bills. Fair. Okay. So she said 6 months ago a friend put an ad on Craigslist to help her find a roommate, and Miller ultimately moved in. Miller is the sickly son of a bitch to our right.
Yikes. Not a good look for Millers.
February 4th, Simmons said she asked Miller for his half of the electric bill, but he wasn't ready to pay. And what happened next landed him in jail. Investigators say Miller tried to kill her over the electric bill. Simmons said she was sitting in her recliner. This is a picture. I'm going to paint it for you. Okay?
Oh, my God.
Watching television when he came at her with a plastic bag around his hand and covered her face. Gave her one of these. He thought he could suffocate me with that, she said. I played dead. I just went limp, and he thought that he killed me.
What an idiot.
It takes a long time to kill someone that way. I wouldn't know from
looking at this guy, doesn't look like the brightest.
I wouldn't know from personal experience. She managed to pull out her Life Alert necklace, Respect.
I'll never talk crap about Life
And
Alert
called
again.
for help. Court records show that dispatchers on the other end of the line heard her yell, "I need police. He's trying to kill me." When Miller realized what she was doing, investigators wrote in court records that he started punching her in the face to the point that one of her eyes was swollen shut. That hurts no matter how old you are. Okay.
Man, brittle bones and stuff?
Yeah. Hell no. I couldn't even open it. I mean, it was a mess, the eye. But even at the age of 74,
oh my God,
she was determined to fight back. Hell yeah. She survived the Depression. She survived a world war. What's one son of a bitch who won't pay half the electric bill? What's that to her? Nothing. Okay? Apparently. Because that's when I reached for his gonads. And I just squeezed them as hard as I could. Squeezed them. Like a grapefruit. Picture it. Feel it. Feel it in your hand.
Put that hand down.
If I had a pair of cutters, he wouldn't be wearing them today. He'd be at the hospital talking about his nuts. She would have given the old snip snip. Respect, lady. Respect. Okay. Thanks to the call she was able to make, Tigard police interrupted the attack, which apparently she had the upper hand. Get it? She had the upper hand.
I get it.
When they came.
And we're done.
Simon spent 2 days in the hospital. She said she'll be happy if Miller never gets out of jail. And at the age of 74, he might not. If you want to beat up on someone, go to the gym, work out on a body bag, she says. Anyway, the bail for the guy is $50,000, so he's not getting out any.
Well, if he can't afford the electric bill, there's no way he's going to be able to afford the $50,000 bail.
He's not going to get $50K.
He can't put a house up because he doesn't have one.
Holy hell. Guard your nuts. If you're going to attack someone, Frank, for half the electric bill, you better be wearing a frickin' cup.
That illustration that you had was brutal.
Well,
Stop with the hand.
It wasn't just like this. It wasn't a fondle. It was a how hard can these go before I pop them. Hell yeah, lady. Hell yeah. Respect. Final news story of the day. Whoosh. Final news story before Frank throws up. It's about strippers in China. In China. Back to China.
A lot of China stories.
China has launched its latest crackdown against a phenomenon which just won't seem to die in rural areas.
The countryside of China loves their strippers.
Oh, the Ministry of Culture said last month, not to be confused with the Ministry of Magic, that it was targeting striptease and other obscene, pornographic, and vulgar performances at funerals, weddings, and traditional Chinese New Year public gatherings. The war on strippers at funerals has been a long one for China. Don't know if you knew that, Frank.
Of course.
Authorities first began clamping down on obscene performances in 2006 and launched a second campaign in 2015. There have been two campaigns against the funeral strippers.
You just can't get them.
The latest is focused on...
Look at that little kid!
Now, we were going to get to the little kid. You've burst the bubble. The bubble has burst. The latest is focused on 19 cities across 4 provinces, a statement says. So it's a widespread situation. Okay, yes. That is a small child with a stripper in front of her.
Let them learn, everybody. Let them learn.
She's a fine-looking woman. Fine-looking woman.
She's just out there.
Some communities in rural China reportedly believe that bigger attendances at funerals help to honor the dead and bring them good fortune. So, strippers.
Strippies!
Or karaoke, something of the like.
I thought that was Japanese.
Some experts say the erotic shows pay tribute to fertility. I like that justification.
Sure.
Yeah, it's about fertility.
Come on, guys. It's good luck.
No, it's not about fertility. Fertility.
You know, Uncle Ted always loved strip clubs, so why not pay him respect with the strip clubs?
Amen to that. According to the interpretation of cultural anthropology, the fete is, I didn't pronounce that correctly, is originated from the worship of reproduction. Media professor, I'm not going to pronounce his name, it's very Chinese. According to the Global Times. Therefore, the erotic performance at the funeral is just a cultural atavism.
Of course.
It's a word I don't know. However, the Chinese government is not having any of it. Any of it. So they're trying to crack down on it. That's about it. Strippers at funerals in China.
I think they should let it slide.
Why don't we do that, Frank?
Why don't we do that?
That's what I'm saying.
Man.
Why don't we have strippers at our funeral?
I know.
I'm not a strip guy. I've never been to a strip club.
Me either. Too dirty.
Gross.
I'm a germaphobe.
Why do you want to have a bunch of boners around a bunch of guys and it's just like, what is that?
Oh, I didn't think about that aspect.
What is that? What, everybody's and you just sitting around and it's just like...
Watching.
What? It's like, what? You're like watching porn with a bunch of guys you don't know.
Ew.
What the fuck is that?
All right.
Is that? So, what do you mean, all right?
That's
gross.
What
it is. That's what a strip club is.
I know. I'm not...
Who wants to go to that? However, in the general thought, in the general appreciation of fertility, okay, maybe we can let the strippers in.
Yeah.
If it's about fertility.
If it's about fertility, guys.
Good fortune and honoring the dead.
All the chemicals we drink in our water and breathe in with this toxic air we have.
Funerals. I don't.
We need some sort of help.
Weird. It's weird. Didn't know that was a thing. And that's the news you haven't heard. Folks, that is the news. We appreciate you for listening to that. We have a serious main topic segment here tonight.
Very
serious one.
Very heated debate.
I forgot to preview it at the beginning of the show.
Very
However, here we are. This is a would you rather.
Oh, I love these.
This is a would you rather. One that I've concocted myself and can tell you from personal experience. Can I have my one? Can I have my fucking one? It's not funny, Adam. I'm going to steal that invisibility cloak back. I'm going to beat your ass. Okay. Yeah, he's laughing at me. Wherever the fuck he is. This question has caused fights. This question has caused controversy. I told this at a buddy's birthday party once, And until I left, they were still talking about it.
Oh my!
It caused division. People were walking to other sides of the room depending on their answer. This is a very serious would you rather. It may be an easy answer to you.
Well, I have a big brain.
But we'll see. Okay, so here it is.
Here we go.
Would you rather be able to breathe underwater? Obviously, if you go too far, pressure is going to kill you in the ocean, right? But you can breathe underwater. You have underwater breathing. Or...
I know where it's going. I know where it's going.
No, you don't.
Yep, fly.
No, dumbass. No, come on. No, more original than that. Would you rather not have to sleep? That comes with a couple of little asterisks. One, you don't get to sleep for fun. You don't get to sleep for fun. You physically don't need sleep. Okay? You are always middle of the day energy for the rest of your life.
Can I ever get pumped up?
Yes. If you drink a 5-hour energy, you're still going to get pumped up. I'm just saying you don't have a need to sleep. You don't need to.
So I'll never be tired, is what you're saying.
So you'll never be tired in the way that you need to sleep. It's exhaustion in that way.
Say I enjoy a few drinks and I get tired.
I think
what's the deal on that?
In that case, you just need to take it easy.
Okay.
And it will
work itself out.
Exactly.
I'm breathing underwater.
Okay. So for anyone in the chat, it looks like we have 6 viewers. Okay, we're going to pose this to you, and I'd like comments. We will read them out loud because we have the capability now. We have computers down here.
Of course.
Would you rather breathe underwater or not have to sleep at night? Okay. Your eyes don't burn off because they're open too long. No, none of that shit. There's not a genie trying to get one over on you. You know what I mean? It's not like that's going to happen.
Right.
You don't have to sleep. You have 6 to 8 hours of your life on a daily basis extra. Okay, so let me just pose it to you, Franklin.
Okay.
Let me pose it to you and you tell me what you think. What would you rather do?
I suppose I would breathe underwater.
Okay, explain why you picked that dumbass answer.
Well, first of all, it's not dumb because I chose it.
Don't listen to Adam, just go.
Well, Aquaman is my favorite superhero and he can breathe underwater.
That's your reason? Because Superman can?
That's all I need. Aquaman, not Superman.
Let me destroy you.
Right.
Let me destroy you. But first, before I destroy you...
I can swim with dolphins every day of my life.
Looks like Alex Dale. Yeah, I'm name dropping you. Alex Dale has commented...
On the right
Someone please tell the gentleman on the right to shower. The taller guy. Sleepy also asked if the tall guy is into spicy or sweet pickles. Sleepy, I am into both. Both. But I would prefer on a daily basis the spicy pickle.
Wait, where do you get spicy pickles at?
Where do you get a fucking supermarket? I don't know, Frank. What kind of question is that?
I've been around 21 years. I've never seen spicy pickles.
Kroger, McClure's, on the McMurray's Cheese Island. Spicy
I only get kosher. I can only get kosher.
You're not Jewish. Okay.
I like the kosher
I don't
pickles.
Want to hear
That's not a Jew thing.
No,
that's just the quality of pickle.
Jewish. I want to read.
Sweet dill is
Fizzy
pretty good.
28. We have an actual comment from someone I don't know. Fizzy 28 says, no sleep. I can use the time I gain from it to learn to hold my breath longer. Yes. Thank you, Fizzy. Thank you, Fizzy.
That's not how it's going to work.
That is what I'm going to burst your bubble with. The knowledge that with 8 extra hours a day, assuming that you sleep the proper amount every night, 8 extra hours.
I could win Olympic gold medals, Matt. I could win Olympic gold medals.
I wouldn't have to play PUBG during my waking hours.
I could beat David Blaine or that other guy. Who's the guy that freaks out Woody Allen when he does the tricks in his house?
You're freaking out.
David Blaine?
Yeah, he's a magician.
Is he tan?
I don't know. Why are you talking about David Blaine?
Because he was underwater for like 7 days, and I could beat that because I don't have to breathe underwater.
Dr. Disrespect has nothing on me if I have 8 extra hours of PUBG time a day.
I like Dr. Disrespect.
Okay, here's the other thing. I don't read a lot. Not because I'm stupid, not because I can't, but because I don't have a lot of time and I have other things I'd rather do. I could learn to read again. I could remember how to read, okay? I could walk around the town, okay?
Whoa, I can walk around the town.
Listen, neon light basking me. I'm basking in it, I should say, okay? I could be in 2049, Blade Runner 2049. I could be Ryan Gosling.
You could be a Blade.
For 8 hours, all night.
That is the
I could learn so much. I could earn more money by getting a job. I could learn to hold my breath longer, like Fizzy28 says.
P.
Hizzy, whatever.
I think it's my friend Peyton.
Oh, it's Peyton? I guess
sure.
It's not someone we don't know. Regardless, you can do... You have 1/3 extra life that you otherwise wouldn't have if you don't have to sleep.
Yeah, but I like sleep.
You have a third extra of your life. So what do you mean you like sleep? What does that mean? I like
sleep. I can't function without sleep. I'm a big time sleep guy. Okay. I have my rituals, and I like to get my quality Z's.
Okay, I get that. You don't need it to feel good.
But it's part of my routine. I like it.
I'm sorry. Let me just stop you right there. DMDTV.
He just got
who the fuck you are,
he just got roasted.
The guy's hairline, LOL. Whose hairline? Is it my hairline? Oh, now why do you go to my hairline? It's a little far up there. It's a little high. Oh, what?
Well, you slicking back the hair doesn't help.
Well, I mean, what am I going to do? Have bangs?
I mean, you might.
What am I going to have? Bangs? Yeah, what am I, a nerd? Thank you, Adam. What am I, a nerd? What about my hairline?
It's like the erosion at the beach.
More room for a tattoo. A big forehead tattoo. DMDTV. Thanks for watching. However you feel about one of our hairlines, I appreciate you watching.
Thanks for watching.
Back to it. Would you rather not have to sleep, or would you rather be able to sleep? No. Would you rather be able to breathe underwater? You have 133% of a life, right? If 100% is your normal life, you have 30. Now let's calculate that real quick. Let's say Franklin.
Go ahead, get your little calculator out.
Let's say Franklin,
because I can spend all that extra time on my calculator.
Shut up. Let's say that you live 85 years. 85 years. My grandfathers have lived in their 90s. Okay, so that's being conservative. 85 years. Okay, what is a third of 85 years? That's 28
I was going to say 27.
28 years. That's a very tight. Oh, because my hairline, Adam? Oh, you want to zoom in because my hairline? All right, great. Right, there it is.
If you were a Ninja Turtle, you'd be Donatello.
You get 28 extra years of life by not having to sleep. But
you don't, though.
Explain what you mean by don't, though.
Because you're already on Earth for a certain amount of time. And just because you sleep, you're still technically on Earth for that time. You really don't
No shit. I'm under the assumption that the more time that you have waking is more time to your life. Would you not agree with that?
No, I wouldn't. Because part of my life is sleeping.
And you like it.
And I love it.
Because it makes you feel better.
Partially that, and partially because I like it.
Yeah, explain. I need why.
Because it's rejuvenating.
In what? You aren't listening to me, or you're choosing not to listen to me. It's rejuvenating. You don't need the rejuvenation. In this, would you rather, you don't need sleep to function.
What would that even feel like, though?
I don't know. Use your imagination.
I feel like it's like if you drink too much Cuban coffee and you're just awake for 3 days and you're just like...
How do you feel right now, Frank? How do you feel right now? Do you feel well rested? Do you feel tired? How do you feel?
I've yawned like 3 times this show, so I'm
you're a little
tired.
bit sleepy.
Yeah.
That's it.
Oh, I'm a little bit sleepy forever? That sounds like hell on earth.
Please. I'm not going to sleep, for those who haven't obviously caught on here. I'm not going to sleep. I'm going to learn to play the violin that I bought my sophomore year of college. Okay? I'm going to be better than Dr. Disrespect in PUBG. I'm going to write a book. What's it going to be about? I don't care.
You know,
I'm going to write
crazy.
A book.
That's crazy because I can do all those things with sleeping.
Asinine, Frank. You are being asinine.
All you're saying is, I'm going to stay up later. You're like on, who's the guy that only slept 10 minutes?
I should have brought a guest for this freaking question, Frank. You're killing me.
Picasso?
Killing me.
Who's the guy?
Adam, you do the no sleep, right? Yeah, he's in law school. Of course he's not going to sleep.
Adam already doesn't sleep.
Of course
his
he's not
opinion
gonna sleep.
doesn't matter.
I have so much time for activities. So much time. Franklin, let me burst your bubble again.
Go ahead.
And this is my final thought on this what if. Would you rather not have to sleep, or would you rather breathe underwater?
Breathe underwater.
Give me a scenario during last week, because it already happened, that you would have used your underwater breathing power.
Okay.
When would you have done that?
I would have already have qualified for the Olympics, and I would have competed in the Olympics without breathing underwater.
All right, that's fair. I think the strongest argument for not sleeping underwater, God damn it, for not...
Matt, I think you need to go to sleep.
Ah, God, maybe. The best argument for breathing underwater is the fact that you could become famous. With Instagram, with Twitter, with Facebook.
No one wants to see the guy, hey, I've been awake for 72 hours.
No.
No one wants to see that guy.
No, he's not fucking tired. You aren't tired. That's the whole point of the would you rather. You don't have to sleep. You don't get tired. The underwater thing, back to that before you interjected. You could do crazy shit underwater, make videos.
Yeah.
You never surface. You could be a YouTube star in 3 months. 3 months if you had the right manager or if you had the right know-how yourself.
Dude, a week if you know the algorithm and you put a crazy title in there.
Sure.
No dream sounds like a terrible idea.
I am not liking you.
You're absolutely right, Boom.
Frank, this is the first time during this show that I have not liked you. Not because your answer, but because your inability to appreciate the fact that the person that doesn't sleep does not have to feel shitty because of it. Because they feel rejuvenated the whole time.
No dream sounds like a terrible idea. I love my dreams. I write them down sometimes.
Yeah, DMTV comes back and says, no dream sounds like a terrible idea.
I also paid this guy to join the chat to roast you.
My roommate, who I talked about this before the show, my roommate started talking about that. What do you mean? What do dreams give you? What do dreams give you?
Inspiration. There's also signs in dreams. Like when a white horse comes through, I think somebody in your family is going to get pregnant. I think that's what
Joking aside, my grandfather had a dream, this is no joke, when he was living in Italy. He had a dream not to go to a city. He literally saw his passed away father tell him in a dream before he was about to make a trip to a city, because that's what he did. He traveled around Italy selling citrus fruit. This is not even a joke.
sounds like a good life.
Yeah, he had a dream. His father, who passed away, I think, from influenza, he said, don't go to the city. Don't go to the city. Don't travel tomorrow.
In that
so
city.
when the morning came, and he said, are you coming? His buddy who he went with, are you coming? He said, no, I can't go. I can't go. I feel sick. It's my grandfather. What happens to the city? Shit gets bombed. I think I'm telling this story right. He would have died had he gone to the city. So, okay, fine. You make a good point, DMDTV. Dreams, the ones that save your life. Okay.
That's the story of Pompeii.
That would be eerily, yeah, Pompeii. Realize I'm 160 years old.
Yeah.
JDog69 says I'm bald. Sorry to hear about that, JDog69. JDog69 also said you could bang mermen. You could bang mermen.
I hang out with Aquaman.
Solid point. Hadn't thought about that. Tell me where the mermen are. We can hook Frank up
where
with
the
a couple,
mermaids are.
He'll be down there. I'm sorry. We have the WVU Baylor game on right now.
Oh my gosh, it's gotten closer.
Well, it's Kanate just got in a little bit of a squabble with someone. For those who don't care for WVU coverage, we apologize. We just love the great Mountaineers of this state. We're gonna get off this topic because I don't have anything more to say to Frank, and I might not talk to him once the show ends because
We're like Mike and the Mad Dog, those New York radio guys that just like didn't talk to each other for years and they just did the show every day. They hated each other. It's a beautiful documentary. I'll send it to you.
It's a 30 for 30. I'll watch it later. Let's go on to our second to last segment. Today I learned a few things today, Frank. Starting with Blackbeard, like we were talking about pirates earlier.
Blackbeard.
Talk about pirates, how you want to become a pirate.
I think I know some of this stuff that you were about to say.
Blackbeard, today I learned, Blackbeard and his crew would lock themselves in the hold of a ship and light pots of sulfur to see who could last the longest without suffocating.
That is my kind of team.
What the hell? What the absolute? We're getting an ad. Okay, stand by. That's a borderline mentally ill form of manliness.
I love Blackbeard. Blackbeard's my favorite pirate. Okay. He had dreadlocks. He had bearded dreadlocks.
Okay,
and he used
to fair.
He used to light his hair on fire because like it wouldn't burn down because it was dreaded up. And whenever he would like pass by enemy ships, he would just like go crazy and he would be on fire. He'd be like, ah.
I knew that. That's interesting. That truly is interesting. To the 7 people watching us, thank you for coming along for the ride. He's going to cut your grass. If anybody, sound off in the comments right now. If you need Frank to cut your grass once the weather starts getting nice, for being here, just showing up, he'll cut your grass. Anyway,
it's going to run you about $13.50 an hour.
No. He's doing it for free, folks. Don't listen to him. Okay.
I ain't doing nothing.
He's slave labor. He's slave labor. For anyone watching. What's that, Adam? Okay, Adam says yikes. Okay, Adam. Say something.
You said slave labor. I think that's why.
Oh, okay, whatever. Whatever. We're going to get him a mic. We're going to get him a mic eventually, folks. Don't worry. Today I also learned. Easy, Adam. Today I also learned a man named Denver Lee St. Clair died after being subjected to an atomic wedgie by his 33-year-old stepson.
This has to be in 1984.
No, it was in the 2000s. We can actually look at this. Go ahead.
Bring it
up. This actually happened. Bring it up.
How do you die?
Give us the 3-shot, Adam. Are we poor? I'm not poor. Give me. There we go. Side by side. He'll cut your grass for free, folks. Look at that. Look how long my arm is. He'll cut your grass for free. Oklahoma,
Dude, that's
man.
Crazy.
Yeah, I know, right? Look how long his arm is.
How long arm.
This guy
Who put that there?
This guy killed his stepdad with an atomic wedgie. He's an ex-Marine for what it's worth.
Atomic wedgie proved fatal.
He didn't mean to, but he strangled him, obviously. The atomic wedgie, you bring the underwear to the top of one's head. But the problem is, it normally splits at the waistband. Right? I've given a lot of atomic wedgies. So
You're a bully.
It'll split at the waistband. So what happened was, not only did he have blunt force trauma from, I'm sure, the beating he got before the atomic wedgie, the waistband came down to his neck and strangled him. So it's possible to kill someone with the atomic wedgie. I also
is bad.
Learned today that President Teddy Roosevelt, don't know if you're familiar with him.
Yeah.
He was given strong coffee and puffs of a cigar as a child, to help with his asthma. Glad I didn't live back then. As an adult, his coffee drinking became legendary. He drank up to 40 cups of coffee a day, President Teddy Roosevelt.
That's all
Theodore
he drank.
Jr.
Good
remarked
God.
that his father's ideal cup of coffee might be more in the nature of a bathtub.
It's like John Daly, the golfer, used to drink just 30 beers a day.
Incredible. Didn't know that. Like to hear about the old Presidente. What I also learned today, Frank, that apples, or I should say the apples in the phrase, how do you like them apples? That refers to a World War I trench mortar nicknamed toffee apple used by the British. So the British would take their toffee apple mortars, shoot them at the Germans, and say, how do you like them apples?
Oi, how do you like them apples?
Comma, lads. How do you like them apples?
Lads.
Comma, lads, right?
My favorite, was it World War I when they stopped fighting on Christmas because they played soccer?
Well, I don't know if they played soccer, but they did stop during Christmas. Oh, apparently Adam confirms they were playing soccer.
And then they just didn't want to fight anymore after that with each other.
Who would, man?
That's my favorite story of all time.
Big Brain Frank.
Big Brain Frank.
Finally, today I learned that Christopher Columbus, the guy who discovered America, he actually thought the world was shaped like a pear and had a nipple on top.
Beautiful.
He was also a son of a bitch. We didn't learn that in school. We ended up figuring that one out.
And a liar.
Bad guy. Christopher Columbus, bad guy.
And a liar.
The director, is his name Christopher Columbus, who did the first Harry Potter?
I don't know. I never saw Harry Potter.
Whatever the hell his name is. Good guy.
I'm smarter than Christopher Columbus.
That was today I learned. I learned those things today. Thank you, Reddit, for supplying me with knowledge.
Love Reddit.
I cannot freaking believe your answer to the would you rather.
Dude, you got to be able to breathe underwater. You'd be the coolest dude around.
I'm not trying to... You're right. It has more benefits than I originally thought. Breathing underwater might be better than not having to sleep at night. I could tell you this, though. I almost was able to purchase an SNES Classic today.
I don't know what that is.
It's a Super Nintendo entertainment system that they've made a very small version of, and they sell it, and it's got 21 games preloaded on it.
Okay.
I've been meaning to get one, but because Nintendo likes to create artificial demand by releasing way too few of the product to make it look like people want it a lot.
Yeah.
Because of that, I wasn't able to get it. Because once the word gets out, you have about 10 minutes to order it. Otherwise, it runs out quickly. Anyway, I would be able to play Zelda: A Link to the Past in 3 days.
Sounds like a lot of the reasoning behind yours is you want to play video games.
It's video games. I just want to play more video games. I only get to play 2 hours of PUBG every night. 1.5 hours on show days. Sad.
I'm sorry.
I live a tough life.
I'm sorry I ruined your PUBG life.
I live a tough life. It's hard.
But somebody's got to do it.
But somebody has to do it. Okay, thank you. Our final segment of the day. This day in history.
Best segment.
As I cue it up. This day in history. It's my second favorite behind Would You Rather.
Oh, yeah, I love Would You Rather.
Ireland. In 1985, on this day, February 20th, 1985, Ireland allows sale of contraceptives.
That's right. They're just using leather and sheepskin.
Now, this means something because the Irish are Catholics, and Catholics are, well, generally a little bit more conservative than other Christian denominations.
Sure.
The Irish government defies the powerful Catholic Church and approves the sale of contraceptives on this day in the 80s. Up until 79, Irish law prohibited the importation and sale of contraceptives. It was illegal. In the case of McGee versus the Attorney General, The Irish Supreme Court found that a constitutional right to marital privacy covered the use of contraceptives. I won't get further into the details. I'm
Jail
not
time.
a lawyer.
Jail time.
I don't care. But I will say that to defy the Catholic Church is ballsy.
Ballsy.
Unless you're a priest and you're looking for balls, especially young balls.
Stop with the... A lot of ball stories.
They're into little boys.
All right.
Are
you Catholic?
I'm not Catholic. Not all Catholic priests. Just way too many for as long as Catholic priests have been around. Yeah, that he adopted a highway. Kramer on Seinfeld adopts a highway. An episode of the hit TV sitcom Seinfeld, which Frank and I obviously have a love affair of, you might imagine, titled The Pothole, airs for the first time on this day in 1997. I was 2 years old.
I was 1.
It includes a storyline in which the character Kramer adopts a stretch of the fictional Arthur Bugart Expressway through the real-life Adopt a Highway program. So he did that in the show. I don't know why in the hell that's the number 3 thing on Today in History. That's dry as shit. Give me something better than that.
I like Kramer.
Yeah, but I mean, what the hell? A thing happened in a fictional show.
But it's the best show.
2003. That's not happy. A Rhode Island nightclub burns. 100 people died. That's nice.
Good God.
Ooh, a good one from 1725.
Oh, okay.
American colonists practiced scalping. Tickets? No. Heads. In the American colonies, the posse of New Hampshire volunteers comes across a band of encamped Native Americans and takes 10 scalps. In the first significant appropriation of this Native American practice by European colonists, the posse received a bounty of 100 pounds per scalp from the colonial
What'd they make of the
authorities.
scalps? Or why'd they
No, it was like, get the guy's eyeball to prove that he died. That's what they were wanting the scalps for. They wanted to eradicate Native Americans.
That's why I don't like this story, because I'm Native.
Yeah. Sorry.
I'm Native today.
Didn't mean to offend you.
I'm
Didn't mean to
native today.
trigger you. Didn't mean to trigger
I'm
you.
triggered.
Mountaineers are up 62-44, and we're rolling. Good to see that.
Go sports.
A fire engulfs a nightclub during a Great White Show.
A lot of fire.
A lot of fire killing people on this day in history. Ansel Adams, the nature photographer, born today.
Beautiful.
George Washington made the Postal Service today in 1792. And Amir of Afghanistan was assassinated. That is just about all we got to say on that. Folks,
Amir.
It's been a full hour, and we're glad that a few of you have stuck around. We haven't seen any comments recently, so we won't read any. It looks like we have 3 people left. Today in history, clearly not a very interesting segment. Perhaps we will stop. For anyone watching, all 2 of you, and for those of you on the YouTubes, we will, or at least we're supposed to have, an actual set instead of this black bullshit behind us. An actual set on Thursday. Live at 8, Thursday, we will have a real set. I don't want to get anyone too excited.
Don't get ahead of yourself.
But I have found some furniture from a friend's great aunt's house. That will be making its debut.
That house was
behind us. Unbelievable house.
The house was sweet.
We were like American Pickers,
your roommate's a
but
sweetheart.
not gay.
And the picture of the roommate's auntie that was in the house was
exceptional.
She's a sweetheart.
Aunt Blanche.
Never met her in my life.
Lovely woman. She's still alive today.
She's great.
Still kicking. Still punching.
Oh my God. She's great.
Oh, she's great.
She's fantastic.
Oh. It's Justin Timberlake.
Justin Timberlake, everybody.
Justin Timberlake. Wow. She is great, though.
She's great.
So we will have furniture.
Yeah.
I've bought 2 ficuses, 2 fici that will be behind us, 6 foot in height. Big ficuses. And, Adam bought a couch, which is actually here in the room, but we won't show you. So anyway, a big show Thursday, trying to get Walter,
I would love to have him
a buddy of mine who I've been really excited to get on. He was actually selling insurance tonight, so he wasn't able to make it. Hopefully we can get him on Thursday.
Love to have him on.
So that is the plan. We will be live at 8 p.m. as always, Thursday. So be there or be square. For Frank Miller, for myself, and for Adam White, our resident producer, we say thank you for watching, and we hope you come back next time. We'll see you later.
Good night. I can't believe you want to not sleep.
It's unbelievable that you didn't understand.